Hi guys, welcome to the video. A lot of you have been interested in another full day of eating, so you'll be buzzing with this title. I'm going to take you through everything I eat in the day, including the calorie breakdown and what I'm doing to stay lean during the quarantine. I hope you enjoy the video. Right, let's start with the morning routine. So the first thing I do when I wake up is I go to the fridge, get myself a bottle of water. Water is really important as soon as you wake up, so that'll be the first thing I do. The second thing is a juice of 1 lemon. Cut it up. Sorry Mum for not cutting on the chocolate board. Lemon, juice of lemon. Mum always had to go at me at home for that. So once I've got the juice of the lemon into the glass, and then the rest is going to be filled with water. Then the next bit. Those of you that have seen my full day of eatings before will know this is probably the nastiest bit of my day, but it has to be done every morning. The health benefits of apple cider vinegar there's so many of them I can't even list them. So I do 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. And as we say in England, cheers. And then the lemon water helps to wash it down. Once I finish my lemon water, wow, that's tough. Sorry, it never gets easy. Once I finish the lemon water, something that I've added to my daily routine, I'm actually worried about showing you on camera because I feel like I'm going to absolutely butcher the technique. But those of you who have ever heard of yerba mate, this is a powerhouse antioxidant. It's a staple in South American diets. I've drank this in tea bag form, but my good friend Nico, who just signed for the team, he's from Argentina. He kindly gave me his spare mate guard. So the yerba is what the green is, and the mate is the guard. And it's a metal straw, and the straw has a strainer. So this is how I do it. Get my guard. Fairly near the top. Right now, this is the difficult bit. So, hand over the top. I have to line it up with this line. Apparently that's the culture and tradition. So hand over the top, shake it to the top so it creates a bit of a gap down one side, if you can see that. Then finesse it, blow it off. And then, once that is done, a kettle with boiling hot water, and I'm gently gonna put it in. Once I put it in, let it soak, and then basically I put the hot water into a thermal, and then that way it's easy. I can go sit on my sofa, and then the straw goes in. So I forgot about the straw. Straw goes in all the way at the bottom, and then drink hot water. Drink hot water. I'm sorry to any South Americans or anyone in the world that I've offended by doing that incorrectly, but that was the way Nico showed me, so blame him. That is basically my morning routine. So shot of apple cider vinegar, 2 tablespoons, juice of 1 lemon with water, and then finish it off with the yerba mate, and that will set me up for the day. I will put the health benefits to all of these in the description below for you to read up on. I'd highly recommend getting this. It really does give you a really natural boost of caffeine. That way you don't have to take any energy drinks. You know, I like black coffee or yerba mate. They're my 2 staples. So that set me up for the day. I'm going to go out on a run. Those of you that watched my videos before, you'll know that I do intermittent fasting. What that means is I won't eat until probably around between 12 noon and 2 p.m. That'll be my first meal. And my eating window will be from 12 noon to around 8 or 9 p.m. That way, for me, I just prefer training on an empty stomach. So when I'm doing my runs, when I'm doing my workouts, I just don't like having a lot of food in my stomach. I prefer to refuel after. for me it works. You know, doesn't work for every single person. I've spoken about that in previous videos, but for me it really works. I really like it. I'm gonna go out on my run. I've got a workout to do. Let me show you my workout. Go onto my Team Builder app. Those of you that watched my training video yesterday, which was on Friday, you'll know that I did a full workout day. So if you haven't watched that video, go check it out. Today's workout, Saturday, March the 21st. My running conditioning, fartlek run, some nice intervals in there. That'll be a 40-minute run. And then afterwards, bodyweight circuit. Very similar to what we've done before, but slightly different exercises. If you want me to do another full workout day, comment down below. And finally, just before I go on my run, I just want to plug Salter FC Football Club. Go follow them on Twitter at Salter FC. I'll plug their and their website right there. Really cool football club. All profits and all proceeds are going to help the COVID-19 jobless victims up until March 31st. Really cool company, really cool football club. Go give them a follow. But as of now, I'm gonna head out for my run and I'll see you for my post-workout meal. Alright guys, just finished my workout. Just got little man down. One thing I just wanted to talk to you about was something called the basal metabolic rate. And this is another reason why I like to wear my Samsung watch when I do my workouts. Because not only does it track distance, speed, heart rate, but it can also track calories burned, and that's really important for when I'm eating basically. So I know how many calories I need to consume minimum, and the basal metabolic rate is basically your resting amount of calories you need. So say you were to wake up and do nothing all day and you want to maintain your body weight, this will be the amount of calories that you will need basically just to maintain. Obviously, there's not many days where you wake up and don't do any exercise, but it's good to know like the baseline. And in the description, I'll put a link to how you can calculate your own basal metabolic rate, and it basically works out through your height, weight, age, all that stuff. So yeah, if you have a look here, I go to my workout today, and I go view log. I'll start with the run. The run that I did was 40-minute run, just under 4 miles, and I burned almost 400 calories. I then came home and did 3 sets of the circuit, and that was 26 minutes, and I burned just over 100 calories. Now, with doing workouts in the gym, it's a bit more difficult to track calories because it just goes by heart rate, but it's still some indicating factor. My basal metabolic rate was tested in pre-season this year when we did our body fat. We go into the bod pod, it tells us everything. And my basal metabolic rate was, I think, 1950 calories. And that's for me just waking up, doing nothing, and that would be my maintenance level. So what I know is that I've burned just over 500 calories in exercise. So I know that I need to eat at least 2,500 calories to maintain my body weight. Now I'm not in a stage at the moment where I'm trying to cut body weight, and I'm not in a stage where I want to put on body weight. Normally in an average training day, I would burn way more than that. So I would normally eat at least 3,000, if not close to 4,000 calories a day on a heavy training day. Now this is the difficulty being quarantined during this coronavirus, is that I'm not doing as much exercise, so therefore I need to alter my diet. So I won't be eating as much carbohydrates, and I'll be eating a lot more protein and probably a bit more fats as well, healthy fats. So that's another important factor, but I just wanted to quickly talk about that because that's very important. Once again, I'll put the link in the description. You can calculate your own basal metabolic rate. So I'm going to take a quick shower now, and then I'll see you in the kitchen for my post-workout meal. Right guys, back in the kitchen. The time is 1:45. So I know I've got about 2,500 calories to eat minimum for the rest of the day. So it's extremely important, especially after the post-workout. It's important to replenish and get a good amount of calories. So I'm aiming for about 1,000 calories for the first meal. And let me show you what we're going to have. These are the ingredients I'm going to use. Rather than something savoury, I fancy something sweet. So I'm going to go for a high protein yogurt bowl. And I can't speak highly enough of yogurt. especially natural Greek yogurt. Very high in protein, and it's natural protein. You know, it's whenever I talk about protein, I always say go for the natural one first. You know, the whey proteins are good, fast on the go, and I do eat a lot of whey protein, but if you can have natural protein, it's much better. When it comes to protein, I like to eat the equivalent of my body weight in pounds. So my body weight now is roughly 170 pounds, and that means I would like to get 170 grams at least of protein. And now, because I've exercised, it's probably going to be a little bit more than that. Now, I'm going to make this recipe, and the app that I use for it is MyFitnessPal, which I'll comment on to in a minute. So, let's make the recipe. I always recommend getting a weighing scale, just because you can weigh out the food, you know the calorie breakdown of it, you know the macros, you know the proteins, fats, carbs, and yeah, so let's get started. I'm going to put in about 200 grams of natural Greek yogurt. Like I said, this is one of the best natural proteins you can eat. I love Greek yogurt. Then, because Greek yogurt isn't the greatest flavour, I'm going to add in a Danone Light and Fit vanilla yogurt. Make it a little bit sweeter. On the scale right now, roughly, we have 360 grams of yogurt. Then to that, we're going to add the fruits. So, blueberries. Then I'm going to add a full banana. Then strawberries. And as I'm adding the fruit in, I'm also looking at how many grams I'm adding. That way I know the amounts to put into MyFitnessPal. I'm then going to add something very important, basically like a trail mix, but very healthy. And in one serving of these, you've got 190 calories, 7 grams of protein, 13 grams of fat, 18 grams of carbs. And I'm going to add 2 servings of this. So that's going to be quite calorie dense for what it is. Nuts are packed with so many benefits nutrient wise, and they're also packed with protein. So 2 servings of this, which is going to be 80 grams. And then I'm just going to mix it. And the final thing I'm going to add, looking good, isn't it? The final thing I'm going to add is raw unfiltered honey. It's always better to get raw and unfiltered, that way it's more natural. There is a lot of sugar in honey, but don't be scared of that. Especially after workout, your body's going to burn it out, and it's natural sugars. So in this, I'm going to add about 15 grams, which is about 50 calories, and there's about, I don't know, 14, 15 grams of sugar in there, but it's all natural. Make a nice little pattern. And then, alongside that, my good friends at Keon sent me some protein bars, so thank you to Keon. What I really like about these protein bars is that it's just pure natural stuff. I know in the past I've shown that I've used grenade bars, and they are good, they taste really good, but these are fantastic, taste really well, and the ingredients are simple: cocoa nibs, coconut, almond, honey. And in this bar alone there's 220 calories and 11 grams of protein, and it's all natural, so highly recommend that. I'm going to have both these, and then you'll see I've got the MyFitnessPal, and the breakdown of the calories is 972 calories for this whole bowl. So that's 972 calories. I'm going to put the macros on the screen right here, the carbs, proteins and fats. I don't know about you guys, but after I exercise, I don't always feel like eating, but it is very important to eat as soon as possible after exercise. So I'm going to sit down, enjoy this, and I'll see you at snack. Should we see what Big Man's got for dinner? Are you doing a full day of eating, pal? What have we got here? Have you got pizza? Stanley, what are you doing there? All your friends are watching you as well, are they? This, by the way, is the best $30 me and my wife have ever spent. Leo won't stop going up and down, so that's keeping us entertained right now. Back in the kitchen, we've just been on a family walk to get the boys out of the house. We went on a fair decent walk as well, so I've decided to make something really quick as a snack. I'm going to be making a protein shake. I'm going to be using this protein. This isn't a sponsored video, this is just one I like. I picked up from the shop the other day. And this is a whey protein isolate. So the whey protein isolate means that it is digested very quickly into the body. So we've just been on a walk, wanted something really quick, good amount of protein and very balanced, and get my fruits in there as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is bang some ice. Another little trick as well when making smoothies, when you add bananas, if you freeze them, peel them first, freeze them, cling film them, put them in the freezer, they make the texture way better. So that's going in, bit of ice, bit of banana. The next thing we're going to add is the whey protein. This is peanut butter flavoured. And I'm going to do about 1.5 scoops, about 50 grams of protein. Ooh, almost 49 grams. Then something I really like to add into smoothies, and it gives a natural sweetness to it, is dates. So similar to what I was speaking about with the honey earlier, the dates have really natural sugars in them, so I wouldn't worry about the sugar content. So in goes 3 pitted dates, make sure the stone's taken out. Then peanut butter, everyone loves peanut butter, apart from my wife. I'm going to add about 30 grams of peanut butter. Bang on. And then finally, I'm going to add unsweetened vanilla almond milk. You can use milk if you want to increase the calories, or you can use water if you want to reduce the calories. I like in between, you know, it gives a little creamy texture but not overpowering. I add about 6 to 7 ounces of this. Then it's ready for the blender. Usually when I make smoothies, I have to be careful of Leo, he's not too close because he hates the blender. So let's see if he cries or not. Hopefully not. All good. Bang. This one's really easy. Take off the lid, bang, good to go. Add in a straw, texture, nice thick texture. You want some there? Sorry, you can't have any, mate. So let's look at the calorie breakdown. Breakfast we had 972 calories, lunch now 540 calories. And like I said before, good amount of protein, balanced, quick absorption into the muscles to help me recover. I'm gonna put the macros for this on the screen right here, carbs, proteins and fats. Don't forget to tag me on Instagram as well if you try this recipe or any recipe I've done today. I'll see you at dinner. Cheers. Decent. Right guys, dinner time. Save the best till last. It is 10 to 8, just about to start cooking it up. Let me show you what we got. Before we start with the food, I just want to talk about this tea. So I'm just about to have one of these teas. This is a sleepy time tea. That basically is good for vitamin C, zinc, and generally just makes me feel relaxed when it comes to the evening. You know, days can be hectic. Cooking dinner, I like to enjoy cooking, relax, makes me feel relaxed. I'd highly recommend these ones. You can get them at most shops. So I'm going to have a tea whilst I cook. So let me show you what we've got for dinner. We're having chicken breast with rice and salad. The rice got a little bit of a twist, and the twist in the rice is nutritional yeast. So those of you that haven't heard of this before, nutritional yeast is very rich in B vitamins, which are not common in a lot of foods. And it basically gives a cheesy flavour without loads of calories. It's got a decent amount of protein as well. So I'll be adding 10 grams of this. And in 10 grams of this, you've got 6 grams of protein, 4 grams of carbs and 0 fat, and only 40 calories. What it does for me, it just adds a bit of flavour to it whilst giving yourself good vitamins and a good amount of protein. So that's my top tip for dinner. I'm going to be cutting up the chicken breast into strips, pan frying it, and this is my favourite seasoning. I found it yesterday, used it for the first time last night. If anyone can get hold of this, I'd highly recommend it. Again, gives a very cheesy flavour without any calories. 3 grams of this, 10 calories, and yeah, really good. I don't know if you can get it outside the US, but if you can, definitely pick it up. So we'll be slicing this up, doing that, and then I pre-made a little salad. So in here, got red peppers, red onions, spinach, arugula. I like to use spinach and arugula because again, they're both packed with nutrients, protein, all sorts. So let's get this cooked up and then enjoy it. we have it. So it is 8:45 right now. Last meal of the day. Really looking forward to this one. The salad dressing that I used is a Caesar dressing. I really like using Caesar dressing, mainly because it does generally have a lot more natural ingredients in it and less sugars. So this has actually got no sugar in it. So I've got 2 servings of that. I like my rice really sticky. Lulu's gone for some different rice. Are you happy with the meal?
I am, looks delicious.
Thank you. So as you can see from the day, I really don't like eating a lot of meals, but when I do eat, I prefer bigger portions. So let's have a look at the calorie breakdown of this one. So lunch was 540 calories. This dinner is over 1,000 calories. And so I'm gonna put the macros on the screen right here. I'm gonna sit down, enjoy this with my lovely wife, and I'll catch up with you guys after. Right, thoroughly enjoyed that, thoroughly enjoyed the day. I hope you guys enjoyed the video too. I'm gonna put the macros on the screen as well as the total calories for the whole day right there. So we have 2,539 calories, so almost bang on for what I was after. Like I said before, my resting basal metabolic rate is 1950. I did 500 calories worth of exercise, so 2,500 was exactly what I was after. Hit that bang on. As you can see from the macros, 252 grams of carbs, which for me on a normal training day, that's fairly low, but because I'm burning less calories, I reduce the amount of carbs. And because I need to get 2,500 calories, that means the protein goes up as well. So 204 grams of protein for the whole day, which is a lot. And then 84 grams of fat. So the key word today is natural. You know, when I'm talking about the protein, all the food sources, the more natural you can get, the better. So that was the key word today. I must have said it about 1,000 times in the video. If you've enjoyed the video, smash the like button. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. And I'll see you guys on the next video.